Hey guys, welcome back out to the shop. Today I want to talk to you about outside security and outside escape plans. So a funny little thing happened with my wife a few years ago. I'll share the story afterwards. So let's just go outside and I'll show you real quick what I'm talking about. Try to think of things you wouldn't normally think of. This is my garden shed. Pretty simple system. One thing that happened a couple years ago is the wind blew here and it closed the door behind us. Now, we're not stuck in here because there's a handle on the inside. But what had happened, funny story, is when the door slammed shut, this flipped over like that. And when that flips over like that, you can't get out. To eliminate that was I built this little rod. And I took one of my little hooks, and it hangs there beside the door, and I drilled a hole in the molding that goes through and past the door. And when the light comes on, you can see it. And in the event that that ever closes, you put this through this hole, it reaches past the door, and it pushes that little tab off. So say this is closed on the door. When this goes through, it now pushes that off and allows the door to swing open. Now that's a funny little story that I get to share with my wife because she's the one that it actually happened to, and nobody was here. And I remember walking into the backyard going, oh, where's my wife? Well, maybe she's outside working in the garden, doing whatever, right? And I could hear this, help! Help! And I know I shouldn't laugh, but it's really funny. And so I went over to the shed and opened the door, and there she was, crying, scared for her life. But we got her out. So anyways, think about stuff like that when you're building outside buildings. Think about animals even that can get underneath and maybe get stuck or whatever happens, right? Animals will look for a place to hide. They might climb under that shed, and then in the middle of the night, because they're safe and warm, they're not going to want to leave because nobody knows that they're gone and nobody's calling them yet. So they curl up in there, they're fine, but then it snows or it blows in and drifts in over top of that. They can't get out. So keep those things closed up. Keep that in mind. Maybe that helped you. If it did, give me one of these. If it didn't, give me one of those. And we'll see you for the next one.